Trisha.
And I'm Amy.
And we are
Lots of TNA. So good to be back. It's been a while.
Long time.
It's been a while since we've even seen each other.
I know. I hate not seeing you every day.
Oh, I hate it so much. I really don't like it at all. I don't.
Need me some Amy.
Need me some Trisha time. I appreciate it when I can get it. So a good friend of ours just got engaged. Shout out to Kathy and Justin. Super happy for you. And so we thought, or Trisha actually came up with the excellent topic of engagements and weddings and things like that. And
that's our topic for the
day. So like when you get engaged, it's so super exciting and you can't wait to tell everybody. And Eric proposed to me without a ring because it was just kind of on such a whim. So then we got to go pick it out together, which was kind of fun. I mean, it's a fun story.
Better idea than just leaving it to their own. Most times.
We had picked out rings together, and so I had, and they wrote them down on a card at every store we were at.
Mm-hmm.
So he knew which ones I liked, and I told him several times, out of all of those, I would be happy with any of them. But he just doesn't like to make decisions like that, and so he thought, plus it was also kind of on a whim where he proposed, but he would just never make that leap to buy something like that without knowing 1,000% sure that I'm going to like it, even though I thought I had made that clear enough, but that's just not who he is at all.
It wasn't until just now that I considered it may be a little bit of stress for the man to pick out the right one. Us girls will tell you exactly what we want, but
I never thought about it either.
Yeah, I guess it's maybe stressful for them to actually go in and say, give me this one and here's my card.
Here's all my money. Because they're not cheap.
Here's my 2-month salary.
Right? Here's my 2-month salary, right? They just fork it over. Well, yeah, because what if you don't like it?
Right.
And you have to look at it forever.
And I suppose, from the male point of view, it's got to be a stressful thing, too.
I've never thought about it.
As a girl, I've never considered that till just now.
Oh, good for you, though. Oh, look at you thinking outside the box.
Because we're attending a wedding tonight.
Yeah.
And so I got a decent shirt for Isaac to wear for the wedding, and he needed help buttoning it. And I said, as I'm buttoning my 8-year-old shirt, someday we're going to be getting you ready for your wedding. And it hit me of, oh my God, someday he will get married and do all this. And then he's like, what? Me? Wedding?
Yeah.
No, Mom. And I'm like, oh, good boy. Good boy.
The boys keep telling me that they're going to live with me forever.
That's fine.
And, part of me's fine with it. And then I'm like, I said, but if we've done our job right as parents, when you're 18, you'll want to move away.
Yeah.
You'll want to go. But, they're just going to go to my estate, which is 2 blocks from here. So they're not going to go far right away.
I used to work there.
Yeah.
But, the movie Psycho, I have a better appreciation for what the mom was thinking.
Totally.
Yeah.
Once you become a mom, you're changed. Everything just sort of changed.
Yeah.
So our daughter got married almost 2 years ago. And, we were so kind of not really obsessed, but so much so thinking of parents of the bride, mother of the bride, father of the bride, and kind of how a little bit old that makes you feel. But neither one of us were even 40 yet. We were 39 and 38. She was 21.
Have you hit 40?
I have not hit 40 yet. I still have a month and a half. I'm holding on to that. I have a month and a half.
Wait till that episode.
Right. And then we got in, so then the wedding, and it was beautiful, and it was perfect. And we get in the car afterwards, and I just looked at Eric, and I was like, oh my God, we're in-laws now. Mm-hmm. My whole attitude, and it just shifted. Not really attitude, it's not really, but it was, it was
whole
so
new perspective.
Whole new perspective. Because we were no longer just the parents of the bride. Mm-hmm. And we had a son-in-law, and we were in-laws. That is huge. Huge. I don't know. It just totally kind of smacked me upside the head.
Whole new stage of life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So now I have a son-in-law, and it's weird to say, but he's wonderful. He's very quiet, but that's okay. We're pretty loud, and so I don't know that he could get in a word edgewise sometimes.
Well, same with Kathy. She's pretty quiet and reserved.
Mm-hmm.
Our friend who's newly engaged.
Yes.
But don't think she won't be heard.
Oh, no.
That girl will make herself known.
And you should. Yeah. And I've learned a lot from her and from you over the years about when and how to make yourself heard in the most effective way. Mm-hmm. You just can't stay quiet. The best advice I think you ever gave me was, if you're mad at your spouse or partner or whomever, and you don't tell them why, then it's more your fault than theirs. Because if you're just gonna let it build up and build up and build up, and then let it eat at you.
Well, that's where my husband is very, very lucky on multiple levels. But one of the reasons he's most lucky is that I'm not going to make him guess how I feel.
Right.
It's more so if I completely say it straight up, not, do actions or attitudes or make comments, making him try to guess that I'm pissed off.
Right.
If I say straight out, I'm pissed off because da-da-da, oh God, we get so much further than
absolutely.
trying to.
And you're right, you can't make them
towards
guess because men aren't going to be able to. They just don't have the, and I hate sometimes when women will make excuses for their husbands, but really, truly, they are built so much different than we are. And you just have to spell it out sometimes in a constructive way.
True that.
You can't just, I don't do the silent treatment. I don't mince my words. I try very hard not to mince my words. Like if Eric says, hey, I'm going to go out with the guys tonight. If I really don't want him to go, I will say something. I won't sit and pout.
Yeah, don't make them guess.
That's not fair to him or to me. I try very, very hard not to mince my words. And same with the kids. If I'm upset with them, in a nicest way I can, I will tell them, okay, I always love you, but I don't really care for you or the way you're acting right now.
Oh, I'll tell the kids straight up. You know what you just said hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
And they need to know that. And they need to recognize that. And they need to see mom as a person, not just a being.
Right.
Because moms have feelings. And
we're
just
real
like
people.
Kids have feelings.
Yeah. And I have a son who's autistic, and so sometimes you have to spell it out for him because he just literally doesn't get it. And then you'll tell him, well, what you just said really hurt my feelings, or what you said was really rude.
And it may not occur to him.
He has no clue. He doesn't know. And then he's sad because the last thing in the world he would ever want to do is to make anybody sad.
Well, and
So-
as he grows and, learns to live life, he's probably going to appreciate the fact that people are upfront of.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Deal
I
with
have to
that.
remind myself that sometimes when things will just fly out of his mouth that are like, wow, that was so rude. But then he doesn't get it.
But I think to a point, all of us are conditioned to not say how we're truly feeling all the time, but
Right.
more to hint towards it with the silent treatment or looks or whatever. But no, let's just say it straight up.
Oh,
Let's.
you have to. Or, and it's
I
not.
think this is why this has got along so well
Right.
over the years.
Absolutely. And I totally just lost my train of thought because I got too much into this.
We started,
But yeah, you just have to tell them how you feel, and it's not easy. I'm not saying
No,
that. It
it's
can be
not.
very
It's not.
difficult.
But you feel so much better afterwards.
I think you both do.
Yeah.
In
Absolutely.
In the long run, it's really better. I mean, people can say communication is the key to all relationships, and it is.
It is.
But unless you actively do it, you can't
Just-
just say it. There's a lot of practice behind those words.
Sometimes the dialogue in my head is nonstop and it is rude.
Oh,
It
it's
is so rude.
I
So I gotta process how do I take my real true thoughts and say them in a constructive manner. Not easy.
I have told Eric so many times, I'm swearing so much at you in my head right now.
The more you practice,
So
the
much.
easier it gets.
I'm like, you are so lucky you can't hear my thoughts.
Mhm.
But it's true. So you just gotta maybe take yourself a moment if you're really upset before you let it out, because then that's where the trouble happens. And we try really hard not to say mean words to each other or mean things, but sometimes
you can express
you know,
yourself without
the
being an
F you.
asshole.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sometimes FU does come out of my mouth sometimes though to him, and
It's
I'm like,
constantly in my
sorry.
head, but it's
but I'm like, it
just
just
find a constructive way.
you can think it, maybe don't always say it, but sometimes you can't help but just flies out of your mouth, and that's okay too. But then talk about it.
But that's where Kathy and Justin are going to be so lucky, because I know for a hardcore fact, Kathy is not going to mince her words,
No,
nor is she going to hold back, and that's what makes Kathy awesome.
she is pretty awesome.
She's one of those people you
And
want to know and meet. in
Speaking
your
of
lifetime.
turning 40, she turns 40 on Monday. So, happy pre-birthday.
Welcome.
All right. Thanks, everybody.